I'm going to show you how to send Google Sheets rows to Slack using Zapier. If new data keeps landing in a sheet and your team lives in Slack, this automation pushes that stuff into a channel automatically so nobody has to babysit a spreadsheet. Open your browser and head to Zapier.com, then sign in. Once the dashboard loads, click Create in the upper left corner and choose Zaps. The Zap editor opens with a blank trigger at the top. Click that trigger step, it's the first block. Search for Google Sheets, select it. For the trigger event, pick New Spreadsheet Row, because that fires every single time a row gets added. Click Continue. If you haven't connected your Google account before, you'll get a sign-in window now. I've already got mine linked, so it moves right ahead. Now choose the spreadsheet you want to monitor from the dropdown, then pick the worksheet. This is the moment to double check. Zapier only watches that one sheet. So if you have multiple tabs and you need more than one, you'll need separate Zaps. Once you select the sheet, click Continue. Before we test, head over to your Google Sheet. Your spreadsheet has to have a header row. That is how Zapier names the fields, and if that first row is actual data instead of labels, all the mapped values downstream get confusing. So make sure there's a clean header row, then drop in a sample row of dummy data, something with values in a few columns. I never test without one, because an empty test pool teaches you nothing. Back in Zapier, click Test Trigger. It pulls in that sample row. Take a hard look at the columns it fetches. Hidden columns, empty extra fields, or leftover junk data sometimes sneak in here, and you don't want to map them to Slack later. This is your chance to see exactly what Zapier sees. Once it looks right, click Continue. Now we add the Slack action. Click the plus button directly below the trigger, search Slack and select it. For the action event, choose Send Channel Message, not Send Direct Message. That's for private DMs. Click Continue. If you haven't authorized your Slack workspace yet, you'll see a prompt to sign in and grant permissions. I've already done that, so my workspace account appears ready. Click Continue. Now pick the channel where these notifications should land. I'm using a channel called Sales Notifications, but obviously you'll pick whatever channel fits your workflow. Just make sure Zapier has been invited to that channel and can post. The message text field is where you build what actually shows up in Slack. Click into it, type a short headline like New Row Added, and hit Enter twice. Then click the little plus icon on the right side of the field. A list of your spreadsheet columns drops down. Start inserting the ones you need. Name, email, company, status, each on its own line so the message stays readable. Don't overdo it. Give the team the key info fast, not a data dump. I usually add field labels manually before each column, so there's no guessing. Scroll down past the channel selector. You'll see optional fields for bot name and bot icon. I always change the bot name to something obvious like SheetBot, so everyone in the channel knows it's an automation, not a real person. Then I pick the spreadsheet emoji as the icon. It takes 2 seconds and makes the notification feel intentional instead of raw machine noise. Link names and mention users are useful if your sheet data contains Slack usernames or channel references you want to resolve, but I leave them off unless the workflow specifically needs them. If you want to include a link back to the spreadsheet itself, grab the sheet URL and paste it into the message, or use one of those optional fields. I usually just paste it at the bottom. Click Test Step. Zapier fires a sample message into your selected Slack channel. Switch over to Slack and confirm the message shows up with the mapped values and formatting. If anything reads weird or a field came through blank, go back and adjust the mapping right now. When it looks good, close the test. Before publishing, give the whole Zap a once-over. Make sure the trigger sheet and worksheet are correct. Make sure the Slack channel is exactly where you want it. Double-check the message template, look for missing commas or extra spaces. Once you're satisfied, name your Zap something descriptive. I'll call this Sheet to Sales Channel. Then click Publish. Now for a real-world check. Add a fresh row to your spreadsheet with a new entry. Don't use the test button this time, just type real data. Wait a moment for Zapier to pick it up. On free plans, it checks every few minutes, so give it a minute or two, then look in Slack. You should see a notification with that brand new row's details. If that message appears with all the right info, the automation is live and doing its job without you. If this walked you through it and saved you time, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and leave a comment saying this was helpful. That's exactly what pushes it out to other people searching for the same thing.